Hi, Math 1 students. Welcome to my makeshift video office room. So this is what week are we? This is going to be week of April 13th, the week after spring break. And I'm just making a quick video so you get to see me. I could show you guys real quick my dog who's over here lounging. Where'd she go? You can kind of see her right there. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I really miss you. And this is a very quick video on the very first page of your packet that is on Google Classroom. It's looking like this. And just going over those a little bit more detail. There's also going to be a couple of other videos posted on Google Classroom for you to look at as well. And this week we're focusing on angle relationships. Also, we're going to be looking at the area and circumference of a circle. And next week we're going to focus more on areas of different types of polygons. All right. If you don't yet know when your Zoom time is, I'm going to be posting that. That will be consistent. That will be happening twice a week, half an hour on Tuesday, half an hour on Thursday. Just a chance to connect with me and a few kids in the class. If you have a question, you can ask me questions then, or you can always shoot me an email anytime and I will get back to you. All right. Okay, so on that first page of the packet, it's talking about 4 different types of angle relationships. The first one is called adjacent angles. So the word adjacent means right next to each other. So when you think about adjacent angles, you want to think about maybe a pizza and 2 pieces that are right next to each other. So adjacent angles have to share the vertex. So if I were to go ahead and draw an angle, okay, so here's an angle. I can call it angle 1 and put a 1 in if I wanted to, or I could use 3 points. I'm just going to go ahead and call this angle A, B, C. Okay, so this is angle, and I'm going to move this a little bit closer so you guys get a little bit better view. Okay, so I would call this angle. I'd put a little angle there, and I would put A, B, C. Important that that B is in between these 2 points. I could also call it, though, angle CBA. That would be okay as well. All right, so if I want to draw an angle that is adjacent to this is the very first one that I'm talking about here on the packet. Okay, it's got to have that same B as the vertex, and then it has to have one of these 2 rays in common. So if I drew another ray and I called it the ray BD, then I could say that angle ABC and angle ABD are adjacent angles because they share this piece and they have the same vertex. Okay, so that's basically the definition of adjacent angles. All right, if I drew another angle up here, for example, let's say I went ahead and went like this, and I called that angle EBC. Okay, angle EBC, this angle would be adjacent to this angle because they share this piece, but this angle and this angle are not considered adjacent. Okay, even though they both have that same vertex point, think about it like a piece of pizza. If you've got this angle and I have this angle, they're not right next to each other. Okay, they have to have a common side. All right, so that is adjacent angles. That was the first one. All right, second one, I'm going to erase this. Okay, second topic, and I know you've seen this before, vertical angles. So vertical angles, we have to first of all have 2 lines or segments that are intersecting. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw that line, and I'm going to draw this line. Okay, so vertical angles are opposite each other. Okay, so when I'm looking at these 2 lines, this angle and this angle would be vertical. So I could say angle 1 and angle 2. Notice how I'm calling them now by numbers, all right? Or these two are opposite across from each other. So this angle and this angle, I could call that angle 3 and angle 4. Those angles are vertical. Again, they need to have the same vertex point. So they both share that same vertex point, but think about if I took, right, if this was on a piece of paper and I reflected across, these two will match up, these two will match up. Okay, vertical angles. All right, next topic is complementary and supplementary angles. Complementary angles are two angles that add up to 90 degrees. So if I have a 90-degree angle, which I can denote by that little right box, okay, this could get broken up in many different ways. All right, so sorry, I don't want to be so close to you. So if I go ahead and break this up and I call this angle 1, I call this angle 2, then these two angles together would add to 90 degrees. All right, so I could put angle 1 plus angle 2 would be 90 degrees, and those are called complementary angles. All right. If I said that this angle was, say, 10 degrees, then this angle would have to be, that's right, it would have to be 80 degrees. Okay, so 10 degrees and 80 degrees. If I said that this angle was 40 degrees, this angle would have to be 50 degrees. All right, last one to look at, okay, supplementary. So supplementary, now you might be wondering, what's the big deal with 90 degrees, and supplementary is actually two angles that add to 180 degrees, because 90 and 180 degrees comes up a lot in building, all right? So supplementary are two angles that add to 180 degrees. So if I have a straight line, which is also called a straight angle, from here to here is 180 degrees. If I went straight down perpendicularly, okay, I would have 90 and 90, that adds to 180, all right? So from here to here is 180 degrees. It's half of a rotation of a circle as well. So if I go ahead and break this and call this angle 1 and angle 2, these two angles are going to add to 180 degrees. So angle 1 plus angle 2 adds to 180 degrees. All right, those are the four types of angle relationships that we're going to work with this week. All right. Other concept, like I said, is going to be circumference and area. I'm going to have a really cute video that I think is way better than listening to me on this that I will be posting. All right, go back and watch this. If you're getting confused, please watch the other video. There's going to be 3 videos that I'm going to be posting. Please watch all of them. It will help you to do the homework. All right. Okay,